Hey YouTube, so I talked about the fact that I would talk about my gear setup. Just came back from patrol, checking out some things. Check that video out if you haven't seen it. Probably label it something like inclement weather, patrols, something like that. Check it out. It's a good little video that we made. Anyway, figured people were going to ask anyway, so I might as well do a video on my basic loadout. This isn't anything special. It's not super tactical, but you know, some people may say, "Oh, that's a little overboard." Whatever. I'm going to talk about each thing that I got on me and why I have it. So I'm going to go from head to toe. So first of all, wear a hat. Why? Keeps the sun, rain, snow, which you'll see in that other video, snow out of my eyes, things like that. If you can, wear some safety glasses, something to keep crap out of your eyes. Me personally, seems like everywhere I go, I always get something on my eye. So I wear safety glasses, but sometimes those aren't going to be an advantage because they'll fog up, whatever it is. You may have problems with them, but if you've got them and you can use them, that's capable of using, maybe you get some with anti-fog. Apparently these ones are not. You know, use them if you can. So, headset. I ordered this headset off of Amazon. I'm not a hardcore, like thousands of dollars tack gear kind of guy. You guys know from my previous videos, I like to keep things affordable and able to use in any scenario. So what I got, these are $60, essentially they're Peltor knockoffs. So Peltor headset, if you look them up, they're going to run like $400. I'm not spending $400 on a set of headsets. Okay, so what I can use these for, these are noise amplifying, noise canceling. Okay, so right now they're on. I can hear everything perfectly fine. Got mics in the front. Now the Peltors have mics in the back too. These don't have them. It's the only disadvantage to these that I can see so far. These, when I start firing my AR or any weapon I've got, they'll cancel that noise out and protect my ears. All right, because it's hard to try to determine, do I want to protect my hearing? Or do I want to be able to hear if I think there might be somebody out to kill me, hurt me, cause damage to me and my family, right? So that's kind of a problem. So what I figured is, let's try these out, 60 bucks, see what happens, right? These work great. I can hear everything going on around me. I don't want to say I have a full 360 hearing. I've at least got here to here, right? So I can hear all this, turn my head. Of course, we should be keeping our head on a swivel anyway when we're doing any kind of patrol, op, whatever. So these are great. These have an integrated headset for microphone, right? So I've talked a little bit about radios. If you check out my radio videos, I've got right here my Baofeng handheld radio. So what I've got is that connected to a push-to-talk button. Right here's my push-to-talk. So if I'm here moving, whatever I'm doing, I can push my push-to-talk and I can talk no problem. Right? So right here, push-to-talk, not an issue. Got the mic plugged into there. Then if you look behind me here, I've got an antenna coming up the back of my plate carrier. That antenna can be extended. It's a 42-inch whip antenna. Now this antenna, while people are like, "Oh, that's just stupid, that's whatever." This antenna, if you check the SWR on this antenna and you check the antenna analytics with an antenna analyzer, it's one of the best antennas you can get. $18, right? So I've got this whole comm setup and hearing protection for a total of 100 bucks, right? So that's what I got there. So once I go from there, you know, I'm going to go down to my chest rig. So this isn't just a regular chest rig. Me personally, I like to have ballistic protection. The little bit extra weight that it is, it's not that big of a deal to me. Again, I was in the military, so I got pretty used to carrying ceramic plates, sappy plates, whatever it is. So in here I've actually got some military surplus sappies. They were in really good condition. Actually got them on a trade. Traded a weapon for a weapon and sappies. So it was a really good trade. It was an AR build that I did years ago. Traded for an AK and some sappies. So I couldn't pass it up. Behind the sappy is soft armor, which is also on my back. I've got a plate for my back that I can use when I need to. Right now it's in another plate carrier. So coming down to my plate carrier, I've got my my basic tourniquet. So if I need to stop an arterial bleed anywhere on my body, I can pull this puppy off here. I can cinch up my femoral arteries, cinch up any arteries on my arms. That's really my main four spots, right? My femorals and my upper arms. So again, stop that bleed if I can. On this rig, coming down from, we got my tourniquet coming down here. I got actually a phone case. Some people might be like, oh, why do you not have a phone if you're on patrol, whatever. So the advantage is, so let's say I'm on patrol and want to check something out, I want to figure out my location. I don't have to pull out a paper map, right? Flop my phone down here. I can pull up Google Maps. I can pull up a tactical app that I'm going to talk about later that we're currently in development with. Our group is working on the capability of being able to talk radio to radio and have some kind of advantage of location services, things like that. That I'm not going to share what our whole plan is, but that's something that you can look into. Being a ham or amateur operator, it's out there. All right, those are things that you can have for your group. You can have real-time location services, and you can have it on your own frequency, your own PL tones, your own privacy modes, that you can literally have that for each other. So again, if somebody sends me a text message while the grid's up, I can reply to that text real quick. I can figure out my azimuth, my compass, and use all that with my phone. So that's a great advantage. A lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't use your phone, whatever. Well, you know what? I'm going to use what I have to my advantage when I have it. Moving on down, I've got my magazines. Generally, I carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mags, 30-round magazines fully loaded, and then one in the gun. It's not too much weight. It's pretty comfortable. If I needed to go lighter, I can take these 2 mags out, and essentially that gives me some more room for other things that I need. So I've got that. I prefer the single point sling system for my rifle. All of my rifles are set up to where I can use the single point sling. I enjoy that because this is already on me. I can leave it on me. I'm good to go. At any point I can hook my rifle on or take my rifle off. So I like that because if I need to, hangs low. I can draw my secondary weapon if I need to, right? That's not a problem at all. If I need to, I can sling this around my back. I can sling this over my shoulder if needed. Whatever I need to do to get it out of the way, it's pretty simple. Or, worst case scenario, unclip it, lean it against a tree, lean it against a door, whatever I'm doing, if it's in my way for sure. So again, I showed you the radio, where the radio is located. I like to keep right here. I normally keep some extra pistol magazines. I've got them on my battle belt right now. We'll get to the battle belt here in a minute. Over here, I've got essentially, I've got an empty pouch here for whatever I want to put in it. I like to keep some, I love using these magazine pouches because they're so easy to use. I've got some chem lights, got some electrical tape. Chem lights are great for pulling out, especially nighttime ops. I've got a whole crew of us. Snap a light, radio out there, hey, you know, blue zone is going to be marked by blue. And then it's that easy. I don't have to talk about a location. I could say, end of the perimeter is blue zone. So if you're walking, you're on perimeter, whatever, you see a blue chem light land on the ground, you know that, stop right there. Don't go any further. If I want to say, mark a location, say I'm moving in, and I want to say, I want you to watch such and such sector, right? I can say, watch yellow sector. So stand by here and watch yellow sector. As I patrol, I can drop that yellow chem light, and they know that where that yellow chem light is the sector I'm wanting them to watch. And it's a good example of ways to just set it up. Anybody else know, they're just going to see a chem light on the ground and not know what's going on. Right? So if I go back a little further, I've got my IFAC individual first aid kit. In there, it's got everything for essentially stop bleeding, right? If I'm bleeding out, I want my buddies to be able to grab this and fix me up. If my buddies can't grab it, at least it's in a location that if I had to, I can get it going, get it out, get it going, whatever. Chances are, if I'm in a safe location, then I can take this vest off if I have to, grab that stuff out, fix myself. If I'm not in a safe location, I have no business trying to patch myself off at that time. I need to take out the enemies that I've got coming at me, whether it be whatever the case may be. If I've got someone coming at me, I want to stop that threat before I start fixing myself up. If I need to do a quick tourniquet, I can do a quick tourniquet. If it's something else, you know, let's figure it out. Everything's in that IFAK. I'm going to go over more of an IFAK, some later videos, some basic emergency first aid, stuff like that. So that's all the front side. Let's go to the back. Again, I've got my antenna, 42-inch whip. It's running from a, I believe this is a 1-foot antenna cable. Moves on out to there, goes on up. If I need to, I can do it myself if I really twist and turn. Unhook that, throw that 42-inch whip up to get better reception. I've got my water, so I've got a hydration pack. So you can see right here, here's the spout of my hydration. If I need to drink, take a drink. I think that holds 1 full liter of water, if I'm correct. Pretty close to that. So I always like to keep water on me because you got to stay hydrated, right? Because if you're dehydrated, you're not in the fight, you're not doing what you need to do. So that's about it on my back. I don't keep a whole lot more on that. I'm looking into maybe getting another like a hydration carrier that holds some more gear, but I really don't want to weigh myself down because this is more of a instant reactionary type gear. If I'm going to be out on patrol, I'm going to carry me like a 24-hour or 3-day pack depending on what patrol I'm going to be going on, what deal I'm going to be going with. Again, it's all operational necessity. So maybe I'm just going out with some guys checking on the perimeter. I'm not going to take a 3-day pack. I'm going to take a 1-day pack with emergency supplies. But I'm not going very far. I've got 20 acres. Check those 20 acres out and go from there. But let's say we're moving from my location to another location. Maybe it's 15, 20 miles away. I might need a 3-day pack just in case. So moving on down, I've got a battle belt. So what this is essentially, it's another Molly gear setup. It's a simple belt you can snap on. This battle belt is always ready. If I'm just inside the house, I'm usually going to grab this battle belt because it's already got a pistol ready on it, holstered and ready. I've got pistol mags ready, and I've got some extra AR mags. Right now it's got my 22 set up because I was doing some training earlier today. But normally it has regular 5.56, 223 mags. But you can kind of see the 22 mags. Again, the advantage of having a 22 conversion kit for your AR is you can train. You don't have to use as much ammo, spend as much money. Some of you guys are going to ask about my AR. I've got several different ARs that I like to choose from. I've got the, this is a SIG M400. It came with the Magpul setup. I like it a lot. Basically, I've got the M3 weapons light. Basically, it's a temporary full. You'll probably see me using that in my patrol videos. You know, quick turn on, check some stuff, drop it off. So again, it's got flip-up sights for emergencies, and I use the Bushnell Halo sight. Literally, Bushnell got the patent from EOTech. So this is essentially an EOTech light, just a little bit cheaper. So you can find these are great deals. Not much more than that. I got the AFG, which I love the AFG. Gives you a good grip, good handhold. Gives you the ability to use the rifle effectively. Okay, so on the back here, you'll see because my battle belt is sometimes used exclusively as an individual deal, I've got another IFAK. So you can never have enough bleed stop equipment. So if you can stop the bleed, let's stop the bleed. Because if I've got a buddy going down or if I'm going down, I want to be able to stop that bleed, or I want somebody to stop that bleed on me, because you bleed out, you're dead. If you're dead, you're no good to anybody. So, you know, get me to the nearest hospital, get me to the nearest person that is equipped and able to stop those life-threatening problems, right? And a lot of people, you know, if you ever take a Red Cross class or whatever, they're still teaching tourniquets. Oh, if you put a tourniquet on, you're going to lose it. You're going to lose that limb if you put a tourniquet on. There is Afghanistan and Iraq veterans who had a tourniquet on their arm for 3 straight days, and they survived. Not only did they survive, they kept that limb. Not only did they keep that limb, they now have, you know, minimum 75% use of that limb, if not 100%. So, you know, a lot of those myths are kind of myths nowadays. Tourniquets save lives. So if you can get tourniquets, as many tourniquets as you can, have them on your gear everywhere you can. So right now I've got 3 tourniquets minimum on me. A lot of times I throw them in my cargo pockets. I throw them wherever I can because I want some extra tourniquets. Right now I'm wearing Gore-Tex jacket just because of the weather. Most of the time I'm wearing like a tactical shirt, and in that tactical shirt I've got an extra tourniquet because tourniquets save lives. So again, from there on down, just got some basic BDU pants on. I think on my pack here I got It's a dump pouch. Sometimes I like to, you know, keep my mags if I can. If I'm in a combat situation or a tactical situation where I'm, you know, defending my own life, I'm not worried about keeping those mags. But if it's, you know, whatever other situation that I keep the mags, let's keep those mags because we may need them later. From there down, I'm just wearing some muck boots, wearing some BDU pants, and it's pretty much my, hey, let's check out whatever's going on kit. Somebody calls it the Bump in the Night kit. Somebody else called it the Quick Go kit. This is just what I throw on. You know, it's like, hey, let's check the perimeter. We thought we heard somebody down at the end of the driveway. So I throw on. I could add to it. I think I got it right here. Yep. So if I wanted, you know, hardcore, if maybe I really thought there was some kind of threat near me, I could go my old-fashioned ACH Kevlar helmet here. But in all reality, for just a quick patrol, I'm not going to use that. There are other options out there. You can go with these high-cut helmets, and basically these are more of a tactical style helmet. These allow for comms, so it leaves a lot of that room. So when I've got my comms on, when I'm doing whatever I'm doing, got a wire in my way, it gives that room for these comms. Now the ACH will still allow for that, but all options that you can think of. And I had somebody ask me one time, I noticed you got IR stuff on your gear. Is that something you'd be concerned about? Let's be honest, my own guys are going to have night vision capabilities. That's just something that a lot of us have. We're working on having more. So if I see guys with night vision, then yeah, I want to be able to know who my guys are. If the other people that I'm fighting have night vision, then things went real bad. And if they go real bad, then at least I know that they're going to be a little confused that all of us are wearing night vision. So again, you know, whether that's advantage or not, I'm not getting into the political stuff here and there, but you know, let's say we get invaded by another country and they're using night vision, chances are they're going to be using IR stuff. If we're using IR stuff, we're going to be less of a target because they're not sure who's who. So there is an advantage to that. I want you to remember that. But anyway, just basic setup here. If you got any questions, feel free to ask. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to put a lot more tactical stuff out. If you are a big tactical guy, you want to learn about guns, tactical gear, whatever, I'm going to put more of that out. Check out my other videos. I've got some on tactical food preparations, tactical communications, you know, preparations for emergency situations. All those kinds of videos are going to be coming and coming a lot more. I'm going to do some more homesteading videos, so be sure to check me out. Again, Appalachian Survivalist. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and comment below. Let me know what you think. So, thanks for watching, and again, God bless.